I'm stunned by how poor pilot selection training has been for so many years. Helping you is why I created airline selection programs so you don't have to go through the failure and pain that I went through when I started out. Who knows what would have happened if I didn't succeed the second time? I remember 20 years ago going to prepare in a center that offered nothing on the recruiter's mindset, no proper instruction on how to research an airline and its challenges, nothing about decision models, intervention, or CRM models, and worst of all, no personality questionnaire. And today, 20 years on, nothing's changed. And that's because these institutions that exist in France, but everywhere else also, have never been and still are not run by certified recruiters, and they are therefore not accredited to dispense official personality questionnaires, the only kind you want. Even with the best intentions, their teachings are by design incomplete and therefore inadequate. If you're attending a legacy airline selection process, most if not all of the interview and certainly all the hard questions will stem from the results of the personality questionnaire. If this selection is important to you, you can't afford not to get an official questionnaire debriefed for you. You may not get another chance for several months or years at another selection, let alone maybe you won't get another one at that airline within a time frame that suits you. And how much is that going to cost for you not to have another chance within a reasonable time frame? We've recently heard of institutions running trainings with line captains that never recruited by far or near their whole career, but now make a business out of it. HR staff that never flown a plane, how's that going to work for them to give you a qualified scenario during your one-to-one interview? Or people from a totally different profession and who've never even worked at an airline. There is, in France, even a former legal professional teaching public speaking to aspiring pilots and letting them believe that this will get them the job of their dreams. Of course, they get some additional generic tips, but nothing specific. It's the detail that will get you that job. You need to know how to behave. You need to know how to speak. All of this we teach in the advanced interview course, but it's the rest that will make the difference and give the recruiter the impression that you really are a polished and motivated individual. Whilst I am sure that the intention is good with all these institutions and convinced that new skills are useful, surely public speaking is not what recruiters are looking for when it's two of them and one of you in a room. What matters is your understanding of key competencies, the reality of the airline, their strategy, and what it means operationally to a pilot, and your understanding, even as a beginner, of what makes the day-to-day of an airline pilot, the challenges they face, and how they resolve these challenges on a daily basis. What recruiters are looking for is your maturity around these concepts, which will lead the recruiter to see how motivated you are for having all this knowledge early on as a beginner. And what really makes the difference is your self-knowledge procured through a personality questionnaire debrief. You want to have in front of you a trainer who can speak to you as a pilot and a recruiter. Else, and without a personality questionnaire, how can they really run a practice interview of any meaningful value? If the training you've been going to or looking at is a 1 day or less, it's insufficient. If it offers training in the morning and a one-to-one interview in the afternoon, it's flawed in design, as you need time to build your experience sheet after having been trained for interviews. It cannot be done over lunch. And if the training you're looking at, doesn't have an official personality questionnaire, it's going to widely fall short on helping you answer the questions that matter, the difficult ones. You need to get proper training delivered by a real specialist like myself. Time to digest it, a personality questionnaire that is debriefed to you personally by a qualified professional. Time to mature it, and then go for a practice interview. You need a week at least between training and practice. So do the right thing and get yourself the best there is, because if the opportunity ahead of you is important to you, half measures are just too risky on a life-defining outcome. It's time things change, and that the motivation you have inside you translates into words that leave no doubt in the mind of the recruiter that you're the person they're looking for. Advanced Interview Course is the best course in the world to help you succeed at airline selections. It could be the best investment you'll ever make. You will find a link to Advanced Interview Course version 2 in the description. Get yourself the original, not some pale copy, and get your career going in the right direction. If this video was useful to you, don't hesitate to give us a little like and to subscribe to our channel, where we give you lots of insights and selection tips that work for any airline, for specific airlines also, and general career and orientation tips that will help you make the best decision when you have a difficult choice to make. Come and join us on Advanced Interview Course version 2. Or just join the discussion on Discord. It's free. We look forward to seeing you there, to seeing you exchange with others in all the different channels we have for specific airlines, in the general discussion channel, in the Choose Your ATO channel. It's a really nice place for you to exchange with others. That's where I go to answer questions. So I look forward to seeing you there and to getting to know you better.